I packed a lot for this year's Puerto Rico trip, but after 6 weeks here, I realized that there are a few things that I am just using over and over again. So today I am sharing with you my 15 top adventure travel essentials that I have used pretty much every single day. Let's go. Hello and welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Christy, the Gen X Gypsy, and this channel is here to motivate you to pursue your adventure and travel dreams. And one of my travel dreams over many years was to figure out a way to become a digital nomad, or at least a part-time digital nomad. And over the past couple of years, I have been able to make that dream come true by coming here to Puerto Rico and living here for anywhere from 5 to 6 weeks. Last year was 5 weeks, this year is 6 weeks, and I work and then I go out and do lots of different adventures. And during those adventurous times, I have found that I am just using some of the same things over and over again. So today we're gonna go through each of them, and we're gonna start first with an item, that gets used every single day, and that is my little JBL travel speaker. I use this in the house in order to play music when I'm getting ready, or just to have all of my music in the background when I'm doing things. I've also taken it in our car because the car that we're using this year, we're actually borrowing from a friend, and it's kind of old and the radio doesn't work really well. So we've been using the speaker to Bluetooth tunes while we are driving around and doing our adventures. So this little thing, which I've had for several years, it's waterproof, so it can go to the beach with me, although typically when I go to the beach, I'm just going without music or podcast or anything. I go to the beach to be pretty zen, at least down here anyway. But the speaker has been used every single day. I take it into the bathroom with me when I shower. Yeah, it's been super, super useful. The second item that I use every day is my Saki Perel electric toothbrush. I've had this thing for about a year now, and I love how clean this gets my mouth. And this is not a sponsored video this time. I'm truly just enamored of this toothbrush, which I never thought I would say. I like that it's got different settings. I use the whitening settings so that I can maybe have whiter teeth after all of the coffee and wine that I drink. One of the lovely things about it is that you can charge it, and it holds its charge for 90 days. So I charged it before I left, and I haven't needed to charge it since I've been here. Very, very useful. Love this thing. And it comes with its own travel case too. And while we're talking about electronics, item number 3 is my charger, because you can't travel without having something to charge up your phone and your watch and all of the things. And I have been loving this one by Anchor. Again, not sponsored. Nobody is sponsoring this video, just me. I love this one by Anchor. That is the foldable one. It takes up so little space. I can charge my phone on the magnetic charger charging area here, and then I have the charger for my watch, and it's so tiny. It fits really well in the little tiny little box bedside tables that they have for the beds here in the place that I'm staying. I don't have my little earbuds with me this time. I brought my big headphones, but if I had them, then I would be able to charge them on here as well. Use it every night to charge my phone. And continuing, I'm gonna keep this as part of number 3 as well, is the other Anchor Nano portable charger. I have been using this especially when we go out on adventures up into the mountains in Puerto Rico. The cell service is pretty iffy. So there are a lot of places that you're out of service and your phone might be searching a lot. Or the other thing that I'm doing is I'm taking a lot of video and pictures, so my phone runs the battery down really quickly. So this has gone out on many, many adventures with us and been a lifesaver for making sure that I have enough battery power to get directions to find our way back home. Because that is very important when you go traveling up into the hills of Puerto Rico, to be able at some point to get onto Google Maps so that you can find your way back down to the beach. This thing has been fantastic. Not only have I used it, but one of my friends whose phone got wet and she couldn't use her charging cable was able to use this to charge her phone up. Love, love, love this thing. And number 4, you've heard me talk about this thing all the time. And here it is really important to have, because we have a neighbor who has a lot of chickens and roosters back behind the bungalow that I rent, and they really don't ever stop crowing, maybe for 2 hours from midnight to 2 a.m. But the rest of the day and night, they are usually crowing a lot. So having a little noise machine to drown that out has been ideal. They even have earplugs for you in the bedrooms to use in case you need to, drown out that noise. But for me, my little noise machine has been perfect. I've used it every night, and it has really helped to not have the roosters waking me up at 3 a.m. every morning. Thank goodness. In fact, I'm kind of surprised they're not out there crowing right now and that you'd be able to hear them on the video. But I'm not saying that by the time I'm done filming this, you won't hear the roosters out there. Okay, so number 5 is my water bottle, which I've been using every single day. I use it really to keep track of how much water I'm drinking because it's super easy to get dehydrated down here. I am drinking electrolytes in the morning to help keep me hydrated, but with the extra humidity and the heat and then all of the activities that we are doing every day, it is imperative to have a water bottle. And I love having a stainless steel double hold water bottle that keeps my water cool. I really, really dislike drinking warm water. And when you're out doing adventures and you're out in the sun, and if you have a normal water bottle, it just keeps getting warmer and warmer, and I can't stand that. So I need to have my cool water to drink when I'm out doing my adventures. And this has been, I've had this water bottle, y'all have seen this a lot. I think I've had this water bottle for 3 years now, and it has gone on lots and lots of adventures. Number 6, we're kind of going back to sleeping. The 2 things that I bring to also help me sleep besides the noise machine are my silk eye mask and my silk scrunchie to keep my hair up. There are AC units in the bedrooms. The rest of the house is not air conditioned. I do have a fan on over me if you see things kind of blowing around, but it's not air conditioned. So if you see some sweat start to fall, that is why. But in the bedrooms, they are air conditioned, and the air conditioner unit has a light on it that is very bright. So interesting story. I'm going to go a little off track here, but the air conditioning units are split units, and the split units do have a bright light. Now you can turn that light off using the remote control, but the bedroom that I am sleeping in gets so dark with the shutters closed and that light off on the air conditioning unit. Like, I don't even need my mask, but it's so dark, it's hard for me to wake up in the morning because my body has no idea what time it is. It is literally like sleeping in a cave, especially when I turn the AC down really cold to sleep. So funny enough, I have actually turned the light back on the air conditioning unit and sleep with my eye mask. So there's light that will eventually wake me up. So I don't end up sleeping all day because I feel like I'm in a cave and I'm completely like deprived of any light. And then of course I have my silk scrunchie that I put my hair up because it does get a little hot and sweaty. I mean, I wear this all the time anyway to keep my hair up when I'm sleeping at night. Just one of those things with long hair, it feels like it gets wrapped around my neck if I don't wear it up. But those 2, every single day using those. So let's move on to some clothing items next. And item number 7 is going to be a bathing suit. I mean, shocker, right? I'm at the beach. We're also doing a lot of adventures where we go into the water. We just did an adventure where we found this trail. Well, Mary found this trail. I have to give her full credit. Found this trail that we took down, and we thought it was just going down to the river with kind of a cliff going into the river. It ended up that we hiked over a cave, got down to the river, and when we started swimming through the river, we realized that we were going into a cave that came out on the other side. It was incredible. And I am going to have, if you want to join my Patreon, sometime later this month, I am going to post on my Patreon newsletter a full list of like adventures and things to do here in Puerto Rico that I recommend. They are going to be very much on the adventuresome side, but there are a few things that aren't quite as out there as swimming in a river through a cave. There are some more tame adventures that I will have on that list. But make sure, if you want to get that list, to join my Patreon. I have the link down below in the description. And join my Patreon. It is free. I just do a weekly newsletter with different things that are going on and things that I'm watching or reading or things that are going on in my life that I don't really cover here on YouTube. So if you are interested in that, or you want to know more about Puerto Rico travel, join there, and I will be sharing more later on. So like I said, having a bathing suit that you are comfortable in doing lots of adventures is very important. And I cannot say enough about this Quince bikini that I've had for a couple of years. It has been on many Puerto Rican adventures with me. I have a couple of other Quince bathing suits as well, and I have just ordered, they came out with a beautiful bright blue color this year. So I've just ordered another bathing suit from them for this coming summer. The quality is amazing. They're super comfortable. They're flattering. They come in all different variations of bottoms, one pieces, different tops. So you can go from super skimpy to very full coverage depending on what your desire is. But I have been wearing this bikini for over 2 years now, and it is just held up so well through all of the things that I have put it through. And I really do like the bright red because it shows up in the pictures when you're out doing things, especially in the forest. If we are at a waterfall and it's kind of dark because the trees are shading, the red really pops if that is something that is important to you. It's kind of fun to be able to see yourself in the pictures when you take them. You know, that's how I feel anyway. Quince bathing suits, absolutely. Can't wait to get a couple of more in my hands. So the next clothing item that I am wearing all the time are my jean shorts. There's just something about going on vacation to a beach that you want to have your Daisy Dukes with you. However, whatever length they may be, a denim short just feels very beachy to me. Maybe it's just because I'm a child of the 80s and that was a very strong look during the late 70s and 80s was girls in bikinis wearing denim shorts, and I still like that look. I have worn these, so we've been here almost 6 weeks, and probably these get worn at least 4 times a week. They're perfect. It's super casual here. So pretty much anywhere that we go out to dinner or we're going and doing anything out and about, these are perfectly fine to wear. So I'll wear these with a tank top or a t-shirt, and I'll wear them out to dinner a lot. Out of all the shorts that I brought, I probably could have just brought these and 2 pairs of hiking shorts and I would have been fine. I did not really need to bring the other shorts that I brought, but that's okay. It's nice to have a little bit of variety when you're here for 6 weeks. These particular denim shorts are a Goldies that I got from Free People. So I'll have these linked, but I'll also have a couple of other options linked of denim shorts that I like that are a couple of different varieties that you know, if you're interested in a denim short, but maybe this is not quite your style. And then our last clothing item are these cute little dresses. They're Myfae. They're like a little $9 spaghetti strap dress that I got 2 of them. I've got the black one and I've got the burgundy one. They're from Amazon. I really do think they're only like $9. They have pockets, which is one of the reasons that I really like them. These I have worn so much, mostly as a bathing suit cover up. I haven't really worn them out as a dinner dress, but the black one I certainly could. We're just, like I said before, not really going anywhere that's all that dressy, or if it is, I'm wearing something that's slightly dressier than this. You could wear one of these little spaghetti strap dresses and be totally comfortable. Very comfortable, especially if you've gotten a little bit of a sunburn. They're super soft. And again, they have pockets. Like, that's the best. Something easy to throw in your bag and carry with you if you want to have something to change into when you get off of the beach. And speaking of bags, moving on to number 10, the bag that has been used by far the most on this trip is my little waterproof Pacifiphone. My tongue never wants to pronounce anything correctly. My brain doesn't connect with my tongue very well. You guys know this from being here for a while. Pacifiphone, I think is how you say that. I have had this poor waterproof bag for 4 or 5 years now, and unfortunately the zipper finally, the front zipper pocket here finally gave out on this trip. The zipper came off of it, and I'm still going to promote this as a bag to get because I believe it's only like $25. For 5 years of use, and for that zipper to have held up that long until this year, I'm still gonna give it some kudos. This bag has gone on every adventure. It is totally waterproof. It's gone in caves, it's gone in rivers, it's gone on boat trips. It goes to the beach pretty much every time I go to the beach. Everything that I want to take goes in here. It has 2 water bottle pockets. I actually end up using those for like shell collecting, or when I go in the water, I'll put my watch in there. It doesn't really have any pockets on the inside because it is waterproof, and it's easy to use. You just roll it down this way and then it seals up, so you don't have to worry about water. I wouldn't submerge it in the water and go down 20 feet with it on my back. But if you're trying to hike through a river and you need to swim through the river, or you're taking it out on the boat and it's gonna get splashed with water, this is a fantastic bag to have. I've also taken it tubing before and it has held up just fine and nothing inside has gotten wet. It also comes with the phone holders, the waterproof phone holders. I have used this quite a bit in the water filming this year and gotten some really good footage, and it has kept my phone completely dry. These little things work so well considering how inexpensive they are. This one came with this bag, but I will also link to an option for this if you just want to get the phone bag, because I have used this a lot. I'm not counting it as one of my 15 items because I don't use it every day, but I have used it more than I thought I would. So that does come with this bag. I just can't say enough about how well this bag has done. In fact, I will be ordering a new one when I get home to replace this one because of the zipper. And I might even get 2 more because these things are just great. I would give this as a gift. In fact, that might be going on my Christmas gift list this year of things that I'm going to be giving to people, especially people that I know are super adventurous. Item number 11 are these Turkish towels that I've had for I think close to 6 years. They're lightweight, they don't take up much space, they're very absorbent, they help get the water off of you very quickly, way better than a regular beach towel does. They don't take up much space in your backpack, so they're easy to carry with you when you are going on adventures, especially those watery adventures like going in waterfalls and rivers. Just the perfect travel towel. If you need to take a travel towel with you, get a pack of these, take 1 or 2 with you. You will not be sorry. Okay, item number 12, we are moving on to shoes. And yes, I probably brought too many pairs of shoes for this trip, but the 2 pairs of shoes that I've used the most have been my old New Balance trail running shoes that I brought knowing that I was gonna use them on the muddy, watery hikes that we're gonna be doing here, and then I'm gonna just leave them here or throw them away so I don't have to pack them and bring them back to the States. I can get rid of them and have that extra space in my suitcase when I go back. But the second pair of shoes that I have been wearing are my EVA Birkenstocks. These things have done so much. I've gone on quite a few trails and climbed on the rocks around here. We've had some really rocky excursions on the coast, especially when the swell was super high when we first got here and we were going to see the waves coming up over the rocks. I've worn these for that. I wore them out on the boat to go fishing. I wear them pretty much daily to go walking down to the beach and back. I have a couple of pairs of flip-flops that I trade them out for, but really when I go to reach for a pair of shoes, it's almost always been my Birkenstocks. They're just so incredibly comfortable and lightweight. I love them. They have been an excellent choice for this trip, and I'm very glad that I brought them. And they look really cute with dresses too. So honestly, I could have saved a lot of space in my suitcase and brought just this pair of sandals and my trail running shoes and been perfectly fine for the entire 6 weeks. Now let's talk about a couple of makeup items. Well, makeup. Number 1 is sunscreen, because yes, I do use this daily. I have to put this 50 SPF tinted sunscreen on every day because I am here in the sun, and even though I'm working during the day, so sometimes I only get out in the sun for maybe an hour or 2 hours in the afternoon to go do my beach walk, I still want to make sure that I am taking care of the places on my face, especially since I've already had to deal with skin cancer twice now. I want to make sure that I am protecting myself, and I have loved this La Roche-Posay tinted sunscreen. I've been using this for 5 or 6 years now. just love the way that the tint is. I like the way that it goes on. I know it is a mineral sunscreen, so it doesn't have the chemicals, and it's good for the reef out here, so I don't have to worry that I'm, you know, potentially putting more chemicals into the ocean. Been a favorite. I know there are others out there. I've tried a few others, but I just keep going back to this one. So this is my favorite. And the next face product that is going to be item number 14 is my new favorite tinted lip balm that has an SPF 25. Now I know that there are other lip balms out there that have a higher SPF, but it is challenging to find one that's actually tinted that doesn't have a weird taste and doesn't feel like it's actually drying your lips out instead of making them feel more moist. So this is a brand called Tatcha, and it's a Japanese makeup brand. They have 4 different colors of tint. I have the Camellia. The Camellia is the one that I've been wearing the most since I've been down here. I also have the Midnight Lily, which is a little bit of a darker tint color, which I think I'll probably wear as the summer goes on. I've been wearing this one daily. It has just been an excellent addition to my very minimal skincare sun protection routine, which is basically just these 2 items. That and of course some body sunscreen when I'm going to be out in the sun for an extended period of time. But those 2 these are my daily go-tos to protect my face and my lips from the sun. So our last item is something that I haven't necessarily used daily, but it is something that I am very, very glad that I brought with me. And I have had this set for I think 3 or 4 years now as well, for as long as I've been coming to Puerto Rico. Because one of the things about coming to Puerto Rico, and like I said before, if you join my Patreon and I'll have more information about visiting Puerto Rico coming out. But this is one tip that I can give you about coming to Puerto Rico. There are opportunities to snorkel all the way around the island. And there are some amazing spots that you're gonna go that you could snorkel in that you're not gonna find anywhere where you would be able to rent snorkel gear. It's gonna be really challenging. And you probably don't really wanna have to buy snorkel gear when you get down here to Puerto Rico, when you can buy it far less expensively in the United States before you get here. Now, I know it is something that is going to take up space in your luggage, but I think it is space worth taking up because the snorkeling here is incredible. It's some places more incredible than others, but pretty much I have not snorkeled somewhere in Puerto Rico that hasn't been amazing, especially on those clear, calm days. You can see sea turtles, so many colorful fish. We've been chased by some barracuda. Well, not chased. We've had some barracuda very curious about us and following us around. It's just an amazing experience to snorkel in Puerto Rico. So having your own snorkel gear, or if you're going somewhere else that has amazing snorkeling, which there are thousands of places in the world that have amazing snorkeling. So having your own set of snorkeling gear to be able to take with you, I think is a plus. And this set was not that expensive. I believe when I purchased this set, it was in the $70 range. So not terribly expensive, and it has been a fantastic set to have. The mask has always worked great. The snorkel is great. It clears very easily. The flippers are short, so you don't feel like you are they're easy to manage when you are trying to get in and out of the water. So this is item number 15, is your own set of snorkeling gear. And I have used this, like I said, quite a bit. In fact, yesterday we went out to an island called Desecheo that is out off of Rincon, and we did a brief bit of snorkeling. We didn't get any video. None of us took cameras down there because we just wanted to be in the moment, but we were in 60 feet of water and you could see all the way to the bottom. It was just incredible. So having my own snorkeling gear, I'm very, very happy to have brought that along. So that is my list of the items that I have been using on repeat here over the past 6 weeks. But I am curious, what are your adventure travel essentials? Do you have one adventure travel essential that maybe I didn't touch on here that you always take with you on your adventures? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.